Hey guys, welcome to the Art and Soul Studio Facebook group challenge for January 2017. Happy New Year, guys. I am Crystal Dragonfly, one of the group's members that we've got together and asked to do a video hop on this month's theme, which is New Year, New Beginnings. When you're done watching my video, hop down in those comments to go to the next participants in this video hop. They're all a bunch of lovely, lovely artists, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. So let's get started. I wasn't going to go buy a canvas. I like to use recycled items. So this is a toddler book that my Mr. Bentley tore up. So instead of throwing it away, because it is really heavy, I kept it. You can kind of see the dinosaurs. I put 2 coats of gesso on it. After I sandpapered it, we roughed up the edges and I put some holes on the top. We'll talk about that later. Alright, so what are we gonna do? I have a bunch of fun scraps and pretty pieces, and we're going to try to incorporate, and we're going to make us a beautiful wall art to hang with our phrase on for the new year, which is art it out. Art it out. For me, I have lots of issues with depression, anxieties, and all kinds of other issues. So for me, I always tell myself, art it out. So that's what my phrase is going to be this next year. If I'm sad, I'm going to art it out. If I'm mad, I'm going to art it out. And let me tell you, it helps. It works every single time. So let's do this. Let's art it out together. Alright guys, let's get some worded, glittering, a little bit of background stuff first. I like layers upon layers upon layers. So, arting it out. I got my wordage down. I'm just using Mod Podge. Now I'm going to do some old napkin-y paper towel pieces that I think we all keep because we're going to use them for something, and it's a good, if nothing else, texture for the background. So lots of texture. Alrighty guys, next step I am going to add some texture paste through some different trashy items. They're the funnest to use. I actually have some texture paste. Yay! Got some for Christmas from a friend. I was so excited. So instead of using gesso, it's the first time I get to use texture paste. She's probably going to ruin it for me. Because I'll probably never want to use gesso again for this. So I'm going to try it. Gesso works on this. I'm hoping this will work. I've used, like I said, I've used a little bit. I've used gesso, but I've never used the texture paste. So. Ooh, that is cool. That works even better. Darn it. That looks awesome. Awesome. Just some little, it's like, kind of like, drywall-y tape stuff. So, I haven't tried this one with anything like this. I've used it for paint though, so why not, right? Yes, it works. Ooh, that looks good. We're going to have all kinds of texture-y fun. Navy. Rose metallic, and Maguana, that color. To get some color down on here. These are some of my favorite colors. So I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. I'm going to spray a little water just to make movement a little easier because I'm using my hands. I love to use my hands on my work, guys. If you've watched me at all, you know this. 2 or 3 times to get all the places, I'm sorry about hitting you guys, covered. I don't need them all the way covered. I like some white shown through, so. But there's not hardly any movement on this because it's so dry. There's something just liberating about getting your hands in your paint, guys. There is. Even if you don't know what you're gonna do, art it out. Look at that beautiful mess. I love it. We're gonna spray items onto our canvas. And how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna use, because it's arting it out, I thought it would be neat to actually put art stuff on the board and incorporate it into the actual canvas. But I didn't want it just sitting there, you know. So I'm gonna glue this bad boy on, keep it in place here, hopefully. And then just enough to keep it in place is what I want. I'm hoping it works. I'm going to take a lot of glue. I'm going to go right on top of it. And then we're going to use white tissue paper and go over it, one or probably a couple coats to secure it onto the board. Going to make it stick and kind of blend into the board is the point of this, guys. Is when you, hopefully it works. So you're just going to go over it and 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 over it until you get a good mask on it. Don't go over it too much because see, I already started ripping it. So it's kind of I haven't really done this a lot, so I'm doing it for you guys. We're going to try it anyways. I don't think we need that big a piece. A bunch of glue. So we want to get like kind of the silhouette of it coming through the piece, and that's why I stopped with the paint, or any more paint, because we're going to want to kind of incorporate this to get some of the paint on it too. So, alright. Okay, I'm going to dry this and probably put another coat on, guys. Over it in this too. You can see how it's gonna adhere, but kind of go in with it, which is what I want. I dried it, but it's not quite dry enough. I'm also going to do a Sharpie on here, and I'm thinking maybe a cap or something. I'm not for sure on these bottom ones, but I'm gonna do that one for sure. So I'm gonna do this good. I just pulled it off. I'm gonna show you how I did it with this one. Hopefully. Should be good. I'm literally just using my fingers to pull off the excess. Guys, those are pretty dry. Now I'm going to just take some of the colors that I used on the board and kind of mush it in a little bit. You know, it's going to get other stuff on it too, so just trying to get it a little bit of what they look like, you know, and I'm going over the top of it too. So just trying to get a little bit of that fun color in. Blended really well. So now I'm going to do some bubble wrap with the pink we've got on here. Weird thing. Let me scooch off some here. We're going to use, I think, blue on that. So, rub it down, smoosh it around. Just dabbing it in, and here we go. More texture. It makes these little bitty little line things. You wouldn't think it would, but it does, and it's really cool actually. Lovely lace, and we're going to use the turquoisey wanna bing bang color here. That is a technical term. Yeah, I'm silly, guys. I'm silly. I don't know. Maybe a couple little. I don't care for that one. More goodies on here. I'm adding a piece of bubble wrap that has actually been used. It's all prettified. We're arting it out, and arting it out for me, I use my bubble wrap. So, I wanted to add a piece of bubble wrap here. And it's our party. I'm just loving this, and I used some of this. It was on the block, so I wanted to add some of this. We shall see. So, I want to use pieces of things we use. Alright guys, as you see, we're on to the next part where that finishes setting up and drying. This is just a big plasticky, kind of cut resistant board. I used a dry erase marker to write what I wanted on here. And I'm going to take my wonderful hot glue gun, and we're going to make some hot glue words. I did this I'm trying to make it nice and the size I want. I kind of wrote on it, but that's, you know, that's just not the exact same thing I want. So, just a stencil kinda. Got art off. So we're gonna get the eye off here, and it's really, I just literally just grabbed this section of it, and then you know where this, and just kind of slowly pull it up, guys. That simple. Where I got this cutting thing is actually in Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree for $1. You get a set of 2 in their kitchen-y stuff. So see, it comes right up. I am coloring my words. I am actually using Crushed Grape and Delusions because the other brands don't stick to it very well that I have, which is a Walmart and a Craftsmart, which is Michael's. So the Delusions works wonderful on it. So got it glued. If you notice, I did make a big capital I and I didn't like the look of it, so I did make a little one. Made a different one. I love it. I glued it with hot glue. I think it needs, before we get on to the border and our hanging, how I'm going to show you how we're going to hang this, which is kind of cool. Really easy but cool. We need, I think, some splatters. Some splatters and splash. And of course we have no white really, or black, so let's do it. We're going to take some white first. Trying to find my fan brush here. I got water here. We're hoping. And I wanted to wait to do with the words on there because I wanted to make it kind of go together. Woo! You got black, because once you do one, you kind of know what you're doing. And I'll probably go over this with my fine line applicator. But this will give me the basis, and that is what I'm making big loops, guys, because I want the big let's use a Sharpie, right? Alright guys, now I want to go over again, I think. I don't know. I'm just going to kind of go with it. That way. That way we can get the I am just taking my Sharpie paint pen here and kind of going over and filling in the spots. Hey guys, now I'm just adding some detail. Adding some little white dots here and there. So little, I like it now, what those holes are for up there. I have just some old wiring that I had from jewelry. And we are going to put it in the hole. One of the holes. And then I'm going to double it up. That's how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to make it equally long here. Try to. And then I'm going to twist it. Just do like 1 or 2 twists just to secure it a little bit. And then we're going to I have some seed beads here. Luckily they're a color that's going to go with this. Yeah. So, and then this will be hung up. That will be our hanger. And it'll be pretty and decorative. So I'm going to sit here and bead these up real quick. I do want to remind you guys, this is a video hop with Art and Soul Facebook group. Make sure you go down in the comments and go hit the next video in the video hop and see what everybody else has in store for this. It is attached with just the wire. You can have it attached. Yay! So I hung it up for you guys to get the look of it all. I'm going to thank Art and Soul Facebook group for inviting me to do this video hop. I appreciate it, ladies. It was my first one, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. I hope everyone likes this video. And please go down below and hop on over to the next video in the hop. Happiness to you guys. Remember, go make a mess.